everybody, and happy Thursday. Welcome to Debate Masters. How this show works is that I have two very funny people today that are going to debate your silly nonsense topics. How it works is I'm going to get a topic, hopefully from the audience. If you have any idea for topics you want to debate, go ahead and start putting them in the comments now so we can get them here in a couple minutes. What's going to happen is we're going to take those topics, plus some that I got off of Facebook earlier today, and we're going to have our two debaters debate them. It could be something as cute as hamsters versus chickens, or, are you allowed to put pineapple on your pizza? I don't know. It's up to you. Then each debater is going to take turns picking what side of the debate they would like to argue for. Then they will each get 1 minute apiece to argue their side, and then they'll each get a 30-second rebuttal to give you one last chance to convince you that they are right. After that, we'll go back to the audience, and we'll ask you to vote for who is the winner. After 5 rounds of this, we'll hopefully have a winner, and some silliness in between. So today I would like to introduce our guests. If you were here the last couple of times, we have some fun people coming from the Capital Punishment Show that happens in Sacramento and is also online, and we're having them join us here. Tonight we have Mark as one of our debaters. Please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Mark, and I'm here to debate things and have a good time.
Awesome. And also debating today from the Comedy Spot, we have Adrienne. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Adrienne. I majored in philosophy at UC Davis, and I'm here to debate and win.
Ooh, awesome. Okay, and as we've had on our last several Thursdays, we got Chris here doing the technology.
Hi. What's up, everybody? Just clicking buttons over here. Get your comments in, and I will share them if they're worthy. They're probably all going to be good. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to ask the audience right now to put your debate topic ideas into the comments, and I'll start writing some of those down and see what our first debate topic is.
Topic, mugs versus mug shots from
Okay.
Evan. We had one earlier. It was grapes versus raisins.
Ooh.
I think that's kind of fun. This is just a yay for Mark from Robert Bess. You have a fan out there. Nicole says, hey, Mark and Adrienne. Oh, here's which Catholic saint has the best moral philosophy? Yeah. Keeping it fun and loose over here.
Remember when I said silly topics?
I'm Jewish, I need to do a lot of research real quick.
Here we go. American cheese versus cheddar.
Okay.
Oh, here. Debate topic, Chris's hair, great or awesome?
Oh.
It's just gray, not great. It's gray.
It's pretty great, too. It can be both.
Maybe we can have a hair off, who's got the best hair.
Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive categories.
Okay. So I like to usually we kick off the show with either a cute animal question, a debate, or a food debate, because those seem to be popular and easy. So we're going to start with the grapes versus raisins debate. Which is better? And how we're going to do this is the person that gets to pick their side of the debate first is going to be the winner of our very tricky rock, paper, scissors competition. So I'm going to count to 3. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then shoot, and you'll shoot, and then we'll see if anyone won. Okay, 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
Rock technique.
Okay, it looks like Mark wins with the rock. Okay, so Mark, would you like to debate on behalf of grapes or raisins?
I will debate on behalf of grapes.
Okay, so Adrienne, you get to debate on behalf of raisins. So Mark, you get to go first, and your 1 minute starts now.
Grapes. We've all heard of them. We all know and love them. But are they better than their predecessor, the raisin? I'm here to say yes. Grapes are, in essence, a young grape. And in today's day and age, we need young grapes out there doing grape things. Can a raisin become wine? I don't think so. That is a young grape's game. Okay, that's something raisins can't do. And in today's fast hustle and bustle pace, I can't sit around waiting for grapes to become raisins. I'm gonna eat them while they're grapes, and I yield the rest of my time.
Okay. Interesting move this early in the show. Okay, Adrienne, your minute for raisins starts now.
Wait, I have raisins or I have grapes?
No,
I have
you have raisins. Raisins.
I have raisins. Okay, boy. My dog went and did something, so I walked away and did something else. So, in defense of raisins, this is actually a very common philosophical problem and has been since the Middle Ages. Boethius, in fact, in his big work, The Consolation of Philosophy, spends 2.5 chapters talking about the importance of raisins to medieval culture and how it was a symbol at the time, just as the rose was a symbol of Jesus Christ, raisins were a symbol of both stamina and perseverance. And for this reason, while grapes might fade away, it was the grape that could become a raisin that was seen as a model for what a person should aspire to be. And I will end my time.
Dang, coming in hot, both of you, this first round. Okay, Mark, you get a 30-second rebuttal, and that starts now.
Now, you definitely pointed out the fact of the strongness of the raisin, but I would like to point to the fact that only a grape can become a raisin. A raisin cannot become a grape, and there is a reason. A grape is clearly superior in all aspects of grapeness and vine-produced vegetables, fruits. I yield my time.
Okay, and Adrienne, your rebuttal starts now.
So I'm going to appeal to my book, Attacking Faulty Reasoning. So what Mark did, and it's an easy amateur mistake to make, is he begged the question, and this is actually a philosophical term that means you assume as part of the answer that which is at stake in the question. So he just says, grapes are great. He doesn't really say why they're great. He talked a little bit about a potential, but I don't have enough time to get into that. But begging the question, I'm sorry, there's nothing to respond to. It's a logical thinking fallacy.
Okay, great. So now we're going to go back to our audience after our first debate, and you're going to tell us who won. Was it Mark with grapes or Adrienne with raisins? Okay. So Chris.
What do you think, Dana? You're not going to sway anybody.
Well, I mean, I think it just depends on what you're doing. Like, I'm going to eat grapes as a snack, but raisins go in, like, scones, which are fun. If you go to Ireland, like, they're everywhere. Raisins are in, like, every scone in Ireland.
That's true. I think this isn't swaying anybody. This is my own personal take, is that Mark had me with that it can turn into wine, which
It's true.
that's just my lushness coming
It's a
out.
particular grape that does that.
Raisins actually are good to use if you're making rum pudding because unlike currants and some other sort of dried fruit,
Is this allowed?
raisins suck up the alcohol.
I feel like this
So
is
they
like
carry
when
the
you,
flavor better.
it's like when you tell the stenographer to strike it, or they tell a jury, please disregard
Yes,
the
that's what it
comment.
Oh, that's stricken from the record.
Right.
But now I want some rum pudding.
It's hearsay.
Okay, here's some votes.
Okay.
Jennifer says Adrienne this time.
I'm going to use my handy
Now,
counting system.
you guys seem to be voting based on the fact that Adrienne knows how to debate properly.
She had books.
Hey,
she had props.
We do tell people every week to vote based on the debate skills and not your own personal preferences. And maybe this might be the one show where it actually happens.
Marco, Adrienne's boo, says Mark makes fine point. Is that a vote? Is that a vote for Mark?
Mark, make good point.
Jay Funkarelli voted for Adrienne. Okay.
Fair.
Evan votes Adrienne. Dose Books. References for the win. Yeah. Jennifer says, Mark, you missed the chance about freezing grapes.
I did.
You could have talked about that.
It's
I
really
should have
hard to
talked
come
about
up.
the fact that grapes are so much juicier than raisins.
Oh, and grapes, you peel them and they're eyeballs for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
See, I had so many points I should have made in
You
defense
had
of
one.
grapes.
Nicole votes grapes.
Well, it's hard when you only get like 3 seconds to prepare versus
true.
like professionals that
Yeah,
get weeks.
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, my roommates were asking, they're like, what are the topics you're debating? I'm like, I have no idea yet.
That's the fun of the show.
Exactly.
Marco has cleared things up. Adrienne made a better case. but raisins are hella lame. So
Facts.
I think he's voting for Mark. Mark. Those are all the votes I see at this moment in time.
Okay. So with that round, that one goes to Adrienne, but we still have plenty more rounds to go. And also, if you're in the audience and you're like, oh, I have a great topic, throw it in the comments because I always have time for more. And if I don't get them today, I will definitely steal them for later, like some of the ones on my paper. Okay. So for our next one, Nicole put this on our Facebook post for today, and I was like, oh my goodness, how have we not debated this yet? I'm very excited about this. So we're going to do that ever philosophical debate of which came first, the chicken or the egg. So Adrienne, you get to decide this time. Would you like to debate on behalf of the chicken or the egg?
Boy, this is actually a scientific question, I think. I'll say the egg.
Okay. So Mark gets to debate on behalf of the chicken. Okay. So
And we're debating which came first, not which is better.
Yes, which came first?
Okay.
Okay, Adrienne, your 1 minute starts now.
All right, I'm going to make the argument that the egg came before the chicken. And I believe so. At UC Davis, where I went to college and graduated early, 3 years with a degree in philosophy, I took a class because I had to get science requirements in called Introduction to Poultry Science. This was a real college level class. And I learned more in that class about the world than anything else in philosophy or anything else. Anyway, I believe the egg comes first because if you look at biology and how we evolved, like single cell organisms kind of started first, and that is closer to what an egg is. There were more details than that. I don't remember them. I just remember at one point we came into class and our teacher, who was, her name was Francine Bradley, and she was like, had to be 80, but was in better shape than all of us. We came into class and there were 2 dead chickens on the table so that we could see what the eggs look like inside of a chicken. And I guess
that's
just
time?
fair.
Okay.
Eggs.
So Mark, your 1 minute on behalf of the chicken starts now.
Well, as a third semester engineering student at Sac City Community College, I have to say I have taken 0 classes. However, what I do know about genetics is that genetics are not born of the egg. The genetics are passed down, or traits passed down by the parents to the offspring. So for the egg to receive the necessary traits, it needs to become an egg. Those had to be passed down by the parents, or aforementioned chickens in this case. So if the egg were to come first, there would be no way for the genetics of it to evolve unless those were passed down first by its parents. There's no way that an egg would have come first to pop out as a chicken. The chicken would have had to have passed its genes onto the egg to make sure that it is a chicken, and therefore the egg came second.
Okay. So Adrienne, your rebuttal starts now.
That is compelling. However, how could there be adult chickens unless there were eggs first? And if I may reference another book, Bioethics and the New Embryology, we have a pleasant graph here that I just happened to open up. And you can see it's, there's a blastocyte embryo, and there's the word primordial, germ mass, and then something cells. I'm going to say primordial means first, eggs.
Okay. And Mark, your rebuttal starts now.
Well, it must be nice to be able to afford books. However, without going to the appendix to properly look up what the word primordial means, primordial actually meaning, I don't know, I'm Googling it right now. Primordial, existing at the beginning of time or primeval. That does not come into play when we're talking specifically of eggs. First, it was a creature that evolved and passed its genes through an egg. I yield my time.
That's time. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the audience. And who won our which came first, the chicken or the egg debate? Was it Adrienne with the egg or Mark with the chicken?
Things are heating
Wait,
up.
and while people are voting, I do want to say it is an actual scientific question, and I don't remember which is the answer.
Yeah.
We don't need science here. This is debating.
Yeah, that's what makes this show fun, is facts.
Oh, so also here, I should have not read the first adjective definition of primordial. In biology terms, primordial means of a cell, part, or tissue in the earliest stages of development.
Oh, so Adrienne's right.
No.
No, that just means that just is at the very beginning of the
It just
baby
yeah.
being grown.
It doesn't really prove either of our points.
It doesn't.
Well, I'm glad we took
Probably
the time for
both
that.
of us don't actually know what we're talking about because
It's a little bit science. It's a little bit philosophy. All bullshit.
All right, here's some votes.
but also
Mar-
like engineering and philosophy, neither of those are biological sciences. So
We're not here to give people real facts. We're here to win a comedy debate show.
Boom.
This is like my legal disclaimer. Nothing we say here is really factual. Please look it up for yourself.
Scholars are
please
hilarious.
do not make important life decisions based on what you hear here tonight.
No.
Right. Please do not go out tomorrow saying two comics told me this was true.
Yeah.
They had a mediator and everything.
Mark, you almost got Marco with the community college, but then you didn't, I think.
What if I told Marco I was also on financial aid?
Oh well,
Would that change things?
maybe we'll leave it up to Marco. But Amy does say, I thought Mark was winning, but then Adrienne had another book. Books win.
All right. Hold on.
I would just like to say that as someone who actually studied science in college, I don't think we ever talked about this. So I don't have an answer.
Oh, here's some books.
There we go.
He's got the.
No, I got
No,
books.
that-
I've got books to
my
back this shit
stick.
up. No.
He's got the Lord of the
Too
Rings
late.
trilogy right there.
One of them may be a Dr. Seuss compendium.
Jay Funcarelli votes Mark. Dennis says, all good. I'm going to leave with egg this time. Picking egg, I'm assuming that meant.
Okay.
Jennifer. Oh, the question has finally been answered. I'm voting Mark. He done good. But then Evan votes Adrienne. Nicole votes Adrienne. Scott has his own opinion. Technically, the egg came from two near chickens, then hatched the first chicken, according to the internet. Facts.
The internet never lied to me.
Yeah.
No, never. Not once.
Oh, here we go. Donna votes Mark. Dana, what do you think?
I don't really.
If you just had right now on the spot, if you had to pick one.
Well, if I had to pick based on the things that I care about, it would be the egg because I put them in breakfast burritos, and then the chicken comes at dinner in the chicken strips. That's how that works.
Yeah. So breakfast before dinner.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It has nothing to do with like science, and I don't know which the right answer is, but
I just had an omelet yesterday that had grilled chicken in it. So it's like double poultry action.
nice.
Like eating a whole family. The mama and the babies. Here we go. Scott votes egg. And then we got Donna's vote for Mark. Yeah.
Okay,
Those are the votes.
that one was really close, but that one went to Adrienne. So Adrienne's up to 2 points. We did this really cool science experiment when I was in college where they like let the egg get fertilized and then they like put it under a microscope when it was really young and you could see all the veins in it. I don't know if anyone's ever going to eat eggs after that, but I thought it was cool.
Wow.
Is that what was in
Hopefully
your
your eggs
breakfast?
at home aren't fertilized.
Okay.
What? Oh, well, I was going to say there's a dish where you eat a fertilized duck egg.
It's a infant duck that's like almost ready to be hatched, and you eat the duck whole, and it's crunchy from what I hear.
Yum.
Mmm. Everyone should go out and not do that after the show.
No.
Or try something new.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
and I
you
don't
wanna
know.
do it, I'm not gonna stop
Just
you.
again, reminder for the audience: if you have any topic ideas, go ahead and throw them in there. I've still got a couple from earlier, and
There was a couple before if you want to see them.
oh yeah.
Luke versus Darth Vader.
Ooh.
And then tea versus coffee.
Okay. Adrienne made a face when they showed Luke versus Darth Vader. Are both of you familiar with Star Wars?
I'm not Dutch, so yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay, let's make it the topic, who is the more interesting character? Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader? So kind of looking at it from the lens of like as a character, not as like, oh, they're cooler or whatever, but like who makes a more compelling character. So we're going back to Mark to pick first for this debate. Would you like to debate on behalf of Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader as the more compelling character?
I will debate on behalf of Darth Vader.
Okay. And so Adrienne, that means you get to debate on behalf of Luke. So Mark, your 1 minute starts now.
Now, Darth Vader was one of the most compelling Star Wars characters of all time. Here we have a child who was born into slavery. By the way, no father, immaculate design apparently, with midichlorians and shit. I'm not exactly sure, but gets taken into the Jedi Academy, whatever you want to call it. He gets pulled in, and he constantly is trying his best to be a Jedi, only to be constantly pushed away by the Jedi because he may pose a threat as part of some prophecy of who will or will not be the chosen one and what that may entail. Now, through his love of Padme Amidala, turns out his best friend, Sheev Palpatine, has secretly been poisoning her the whole time in effect to try and get him to join him in the dark side. He is compelling. He has character. He has background. He won a pod race. And also, just that scene at the end of Rogue One, I yield my time.
Okay. And Adrienne, your 1 minute starts now.
So basic philosophy 101, we have to define our terms. Character. Darth Vader, I'm going to argue, is not an actual character. In the original trilogy, he is just a nefarious black thing that later becomes Luke's father. And when they try to flesh out his character, he's basically a George Lucas ripoff of Jesus, but without the awesome redemption story. The reason Luke is a character is because he has a character arc. And this is actually covered in Joseph Campbell's seminal work, The Hero's Journey. So he starts out as basically a farm boy. He has a point of no return where his aunt and uncle get killed. He has to go into an adventure to the underworld, which is going into the underworld, and he comes back a changed person. He is a real person. He is not a mishmash of archetypes and a mask and winning pod races. He has real struggles, and we get to see that in the trilogy. Probably run out of time.
Okay. So Mark, your rebuttal starts now.
Now, Darth Vader definitely does have character. As poorly written as it may have been, that character is there. He was a slave who was born into poverty and then taken away from his home. And his character really is that he was trying to be a Jedi. That's all he ever wanted to be, only to be constantly shunned and pushed down by the Jedi. May I point out the fact that Mace Windu said he could sit on the council, but he would not be appointed to the rank of master? Some bullshit. Why would that not upset anybody else?
And that's time. Okay. And Adrienne, your rebuttal starts now.
And Luke is a better character than Darth Vader because what made Darth Vader very interesting was before they gave him background, he was sort of just a force of evil. Luke is fighting the battle between good and evil, which shows up all the time in different areas of philosophy. It is something we struggle with in our own hearts. There's a story of there are two wolves in your hearts, the good wolf and the bad wolf, and the wolf that wins is the one you feed.
Okay. So we're going to go back to our audience now and see who's the more compelling character. Did Mark win with his arguments for Darth Vader, or did Adrienne win with her arguments for Luke Skywalker?
Marco already pointed out that this is Mark's passion. Okay. So I think that came through. Jay Funkarelli kind of brought up from the last topic, well, if not for Vader, then there would be no Luke, chicken or the egg. So whatever won the last one.
So did I win? Like, does that prove?
I'm not counting that as a vote.
How does that not put more more towards Vader, where his children were literally taken away from him. He didn't even get to experience the joys of being a father until he chopped off his son's hand.
I feel like if I were in Star Wars, I'd be an Ewok. You're just like chilling out, being cute, and then some people show up and blow stuff up, and then they're gone, and you're back to being cute and cuddly.
Well, you also get to contribute towards the fall of the Empire.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but if you're an Ewok, you don't blink.
That's fine. I can do that.
They evolved past the needs for eyelids. Just
That
always
is the
staring
saddest
into
part
it.
in the series, when that the one Ewok dies, there's an explosion, and the other one runs back and shakes him, and he doesn't get up, and he just drops his head. That was actually the best character in the trilogy.
Yes.
The dead Ewok or the live one?
No, the one that was living.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Wicket goes to check on his friend, and his friend is dead.
When he confronts death, we all experience that. We all have to face that eventually. Oh,
That's true.
What
You
the
won
hell?
that debate.
I know. I wish that was the debate we've been having.
Yes, and Dennis just highlighted the fact that the Ewoks ate the shit out of those stormtroopers.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tree technology trumps actual technology any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, the Empire definitely built those ATSTs to withstand laser blast. They didn't even think a log might hit this shit at some point.
No. No.
Sticks and rocks.
Right.
Here's some votes. Jay Fogarelli votes for Mark. Oh, here's Mike's. I generally find Vader to be the more compelling character, but I think Adrienne won this debate. So that's just pure debate skills. Evan votes Mark. That scene at the end of Rogue One.
That's I should have just opened with that and yielded my time.
What's?
I don't remember
Oh, sorry.
that one.
Mark had me at pod race. Darth Vader for the win. There's a bunch of comments here of people just ragging on the prequels, which is totally fine.
Yeah. Which you're right.
Yeah. Oh, here's a vote for Mark for clear subject matter expertise. Mark's passion, Def won me over. The passion of the
Let
Mark.
start.
Nicole says that she can't vote on this one. You can vote though. You don't have to know anything about Star Wars. Just vote. Who do you like better, Adrienne or Mark?
Yeah, we don't know anything
This is a
about
popularity
judges, but we
contest.
You would be the first person voting without understanding what's going on.
Oh, and then Donna's also going with Mark's passion. Passion wins.
I guess so. Sometimes it does. It's an important rhetorical device.
Yeah.
It's true. That's all the votes.
Okay, so that round very clearly went to Mark. So Mark is on the board.
For his passion.
I had to get one.
It's because I didn't use a book.
That's true.
That's true.
Mark has passion. I have books.
Yeah, I just have 28 years of dense Star Wars knowledge in my head.
Okay, so for our next debate, how we've done this is for some of the later topics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the topic, and it's going to be a little bit broader, and then you get to pick. So Adrienne will pick first, so you'll get to pick which item within this topic you'd like to debate on behalf of, and then Mark will get a chance to pick an item that fits the topic other than what Adrienne picked, and so it gives you a little bit more choice. So our first topic is best late night snack. So Adrienne, what would you like to debate is the best late night snack?
Oh dear. Green eggs and ham. I don't know.
Okay, you know, it
Nice.
doesn't matter what it is, you just got to debate for it. Okay, Mark,
Okay, green eggs and ham.
what would you like to debate for as the best late night snack?
Chocolate with nuts.
Okay.
Sexy.
Okay, so Adrienne, your 1 minute starts now.
All right, so I'm going to make the argument that the best late night snack, that snack you need when it is late at night and you need a snack, is green eggs and ham. I'm going to refer to a book again, but it might not be the book you're thinking. It's going to be this book. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Adrienne, there's no green eggs and ham in this book. And that's why it is the best late night snack, because this book is nothing but violence and sorry, a lot of ticks and clocks, a lot of agony, and even, that is the word shame, ladies and gentlemen. Without green, if you're snacking late at night, your life isn't going the way you want it to be. Let's be honest. And there's going to be a lot of shame. And the only thing that undoes all the shame and violence of snacking late at night because you don't plan dinner properly is to have green eggs and ham. Because otherwise, you're just going to be a fox in socks.
Okay, and that's time. Okay, Mark, and your 1 minute starts now.
All right, it's 11:30 at night, and you are laying in bed trying to sleep, but you have a hankering for something. You're not sure what it is. Is it sweet? Is it salty? That thing in your brain clicks and you go, oh, I know exactly what I need. And it's not something that you have to go and cook on top of the grill and potentially wake up any other people in your house. No, it is a single wrapped bar of chocolate containing, you guessed it, nuts. Those nuts are kind of salty, and that chocolate is so sweet. You don't have to prepare a thing. You just rip that chocolate open, and you stand there in the kitchen looking kind of like whatever you want to be, and you just munching on that chocolate. Nothing to prepare, nothing to do whatsoever other than to tear that open and start eating it. Now, you're not going to have to wake yourself up to start making eggs and ham. By the way, where are you going to get a ham? It's 11:30 at night. You don't got that shit. You just have chocolate in the cabinet. Maybe you got some nuts. Throw both those things in your mouth, and you are set.
Not going to say what I was thinking. And Adrienne, your rebuttal starts now.
I would like to point out that a lot of people have nut allergies, and the fact that you would even suggest this is incredibly insensitive to the nut allergy community. Furthermore, per your allegation that green eggs and ham require cooking, bullshit, sir. They're green. You have them lying around your house. They've been there for a while. That's why they're green. And you won't get sick eating them because Dr. Seuss is a doctor and wouldn't fucking lie to us. Done.
Ooh, things are starting to heat up. Okay, Mark, your rebuttal starts now.
Well, clearly you do not take the vegan and vegetarian communities into account for your argument either. Excuse me? You were so just despicable that you would go and kill a pig to get the ham, but not even just eat the ham, but you would let it sit around your house for long enough that it would just let it mold? How dare you? You took an animal's life and now you're not even eating it properly? That's not cool. Eat chocolate, eat nuts, have a good day.
Okay. I feel like that needs to be a slogan for something.
I'm sorry. As I'm saying it, I'm going like, what are you doing?
This is great. Okay, so we're going to go back to our audience. Who won our best late night snack debate? Was it Adrienne with green eggs and ham, or was it Mark with chocolate and nuts?
We have some honorable mentions from Comment Land. Jay Funkarelli thinks it should have been ice cream. Neither of the things that you guys said.
That's
Also, Michael LaRosa said it's got to be cold pizza from the fridge. But then Marco says meth, and that's probably right. A little bit of meth. Chocolate.
Why go to bed when I can stay up for the next 12 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, Evan thinks it's goldfish crackers.
Snack that smells back.
Joel think his favorite late night snack is Mike. Mike LaRosa. You'd be a great late night snack.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
It should be very obvious. I don't know what that one is. But nuts, man. I don't know if Donna's voting for nuts and chocolate or she's just enthusiastic about nuts.
Or that's Mark's new nickname, Nuts Man.
Nuts Man.
Nuts, man. Chocolate nuts, man.
Salty nuts? I vote Mark. There's a vote for Mark. Let's see. Jay Funkarelli says salty nuts and chocolate in your mouth hole. Mark won this one. Yeah, Evan, that's right. Those were some rough rebuttals. When Adrienne, you were talking about Dr. Seuss is a doctor. He never lied to us. Here we go. Mike says that he's voting Adrienne purely because Mark didn't say, "I do not like them, Sam I am." Oh, that was the rebuttal.
Oh,
That would have been a
Okay.
great rebuttal.
that would have been perfect.
But then Amy doesn't care about that, and she says, "Mark, strong finish here." Jennifer says, "Mark again." She still won't eat green eggs and ham. Nope. Oh, Dennis is so torn. He does like doctors, so his vote for green eggs and ham. That's an Adrienne vote. And another Adrienne vote. I gotta give it to Adrienne for sticking up for the folks with nut allergies.
No love for the vegetarians, though, huh? I get it.
There are vegan
It's a tough
options.
subject.
There are clearly vegan options.
Evan votes Adrienne.
This wasn't a debate for green eggs and ham substitute.
Oh. Wow. Also, appealing to doctors is an appeal to authority, which I think I might have here in my Crimes Against Logic book.
Could we also just point to the fact that Dr. Seuss was horrible to his wife? Not that that's going to sway your vote or anything.
I didn't know that.
He was.
Everybody back then was horrible to their wife.
It doesn't make it okay.
That's true.
Do we have any more votes, Chris?
One more. Going Adrienne. Looking out for nut allergies. Yeah.
I was not aware nut allergies were actually. I know one person, I think, who has nut allergies, and it does kind of ruin his life a little bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being fun.
It's very
Yeah.
sad.
Okay, well that was a very tense counting because it looked like it was going one way at the beginning, but then it definitely switched the other way at the end. Not unlike hopefully something else that happens. But Adrienne won that debate.
All right.
Ching.
I'm not allergic to nuts, so I enjoy them in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry I had to go there.
On a real note, chocolate and nuts is my favorite friggin' snack, Mark. So I echo your statements, but I'm proud of Adrienne for picking something so ridiculous and being able to still make an argument with it.
It was. She
That
honestly
was
had
awful.
me. It's like that. Those things have been lying around your house for months. Fucking got me.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Mark would win that one, honestly. Again,
I-
this is the
I,
internet. Please do not make life decisions based on what you hear here tonight.
Yep. Try them both.
Your egg product is green, don't eat it.
Yes, please. This is our legal disclaimer. Please do not eat anything that has microorganisms growing on it. We don't
Yes,
want you to die.
If you do decide you did not get any ideas from the show.
We are not legally responsible for anything you do on your own time. Okay, let's see. So, how we've been doing the last round of the debate, these last few shows, which I think is delightfully devious, is we're going to do the same thing where I'll give a general topic and you're going to pick one, but the trick is that you're going to pick what your opponent is going to debate on behalf of. So, so Mark gets to pick first this round. So you're going to pick what Adrienne has to debate on, and then Adrienne is going to pick what you debate for. So you're going to kind of set the tone of whether this is going to be a nice or a naughty sort of debate.
Oh God.
So the topic is going to be we're just going to do some more food topics because that's what I got.
Okay.
What is the best thing to eat cheese on?
Ooh.
Ooh. I will give Adrienne crackers.
Okay. Oh, being very nice about it. Okay. So
I couldn't
Adrienne.
think what the fuck else do you put cheese on? I can't remember.
So Adrienne, what would you like?
Potatoes?
Sorry?
Oh no, I was just trying to think of other things to put cheese on, but I just thought of crackers also. And potatoes. Some people put cheese on
I'll
potatoes.
take potatoes.
You already said crackers.
Oh no, that was for you.
Yeah. So what
Crackers.
would you
You're
like?
right.
What would you like Mark to
Oh,
debate for as the best thing to eat cheese on?
small birds.
Okay.
Okay, I can work with that.
Let's see how this works out. Okay, so Mark, you're gonna get 1 minute to say that small birds is the best thing to eat cheese on. Your minute starts now.
Small birds. We've all seen them, and we've all had that thought. I want that thing in my face. But they taste so bad. It's a conundrum in and of itself. We want the nutrition of the small bird, whether it's alive or not, but we can't deal with the taste. So what do? You slap a slice of cheese on that bad boy. You know what? It tastes so good after that. Any kind of cheese, even some like gorgonzola. You do some blue cheese. It's so good. And you know what? If you're still hesitant about it, all you got to do is pop that bad boy in the microwave for 10-15 seconds to get that cheese a little gooey. Bam, you got yourself some breakfast on the go. I yield my time.
Okay. So Adrienne, your minute starts now.
So clearly the best thing to actually eat put on cheese or put cheese on would be crackers. It has a long and glorious history throughout our history. A lot of people don't know this, but actually a lot of philosophy is just discussing best ways to put cheese on crackers. For instance, Wittgenstein in his seminal work, Some Remarks on Logical Form, thinks that only white cheeses should go on white crackers and orange cheeses should go on rye. Whereas John Rawls, in his epic work, A Theory of Justice, said that any cheese should go on any cracker and we shouldn't be limiting ourselves. And then, of course, we have Immanuel Kant in his Critique of Pure Reason, who said that you have to ask yourself, if I ate this cheese and then everybody ate this cheese, would it be the best cheese for this cracker? So that's my time.
Okay. So Mark, you get a 30-second rebuttal starting now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as much as I love Kant and I could go on and on about what he brought to the table of cheese, the fact is, comparative politics today discusses in detail how any person who exclusively looks to put cheese on top of crackers is a communist. And clearly anybody who tries to put cheese on top of a small bird to digest that to receive the nutrients is just a pure good socialist. Not communist, socialist is a huge difference. And that's where I'm gonna leave you.
Okay. So Adrienne, your rebuttal starts now.
I don't have time to find it, but in this book called Logic, which has many formulas in it, there's something called modus ponens. So if A, then B, A, therefore B. So basically he's wrong. Everybody loves cheese, especially on crackers. I rest my case. This could make the communists come together with the capitalists. World peace. Cheese on crackers.
Okay, well, this was a fun debate. We're going to send it to our audience one last time. Who won our best thing to eat cheese on? Was it Mark with small birds or Adrienne with crackers? I think we can already say that we all won because that was super hilarious.
Yeah.
Adrienne just thinking outside the box on that one.
You know what? I'm going to...
Oh, she's excusing herself.
Yeah.
I also have a bunch of philosophy books, but they're all like the philosophy of Star Wars and the philosophy of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I desperately wanted a philosophy of Star Wars book for that one question. Anyway, the reason I said small birds is because Marco put these on the lamp that is right in front of me. And so potatoes seemed boring. And also I don't like cheese on potatoes and I wanted to hear anything else. So that's why small birds.
I didn't think to use things that were not food.
Evan is putting in his resume for capital punishment. He's written philosophies. Philosophies. Let's see. Jay Funkarelli does vote Adrienne. But Marco, I don't know if this is a vote for Mark, but he says he's got a bigger book. You know what they say.
I didn't even get into the integrals of cheese on bird. Okay, I could have gone on for hours about the derivative of cheese on bird and what that means for you.
I have critical thinking.
I have a metaphysics book somewhere. I can grab that.
Introduction of philosophy. I just got these from somebody who's an actual philosopher. They're like Look at how expensive books are. Dear Lord. See that?
Ugh.
You know what?
I got it for free.
Are we
Dang
just,
it,
are
I'm
we
not
just
at my
showing off?
house. I can't flex with all of my big
know.
smart books.
I could have just checked my Pip Boy. You know, I had so many options.
This is turning into a garage sale?
No, this is show and tell.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you see that one?
No.
Donna said she likes slapping a slice of cheese on a small bird. She votes for Mark. Amy, if she voted against modus ponens, my husband would divorce me. Adrienne.
Yes. Finally. Amy's been voting against me all night.
Marco votes for Mark. Uh-oh.
Had to defend small birds, baby.
You know what my rebuttal should have been? It wouldn't have made sense, but I should have gone after you for only putting cheese on small birds and not large birds.
I only have so much room in my mouth for bird cheese.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you don't have to do it in one bite.
Oh, okay.
Any more than 3 is rude.
Mark, I'm craving birds with cheese now.
Bird cheese.
Evan votes for Mark. We're making a solid argument for cheese on birds. I mean, technically, like, if you put cheese on your eggs, that's like small birds, right?
Are pheasants small? Those are birds, right?
Yeah, pheasants are very
Yeah.
small.
There we go.
I took this as like you see a small bird outside.
Yes.
Which is what made it so
Okay.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like sprinkling. First, I thought you were going to go with like sprinkling shredded cheese, but it was
No.
just slapping a slice of cheese right on top.
You just like crawl up in a tree and like quietly sneak along the branch and then like catch the bird and then throw cheese on
Yeah.
it and stick it in the microwave.
And I mean, at that point, you earned yourself a small bird.
The kitties are also voting for Mark. Yeah, that sounds like something in a cartoon you would see. Those are the votes that we have at the moment.
Okay, well, it looks like that one overwhelmingly went to Mark. So, Mark, 1 hour cheese debate.
Nice.
Okay, so it looks like we're at the end of our show. So, Mark gave a very respectable 2, but Adrienne pulls it out at the end with 3 points.
Woo!
Yay!
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you. That was delightful.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, I'd just like to say thank you, both Mark and Adrienne, for being here today and debating our silly, ridiculous topics with us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun to pretend that like my philosophy degree wasn't in any way useful.
Nice. And also, a big thank you to Chris for being here and doing our tech for us, sharing our votes and our comments.
Yay.
And dancing so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, like, thank you to everybody in the audience for all that you do, for coming and watching our shows and for giving comments and votes and for supporting us here at the Comedy Spot. We really appreciate you being here tonight. And that's the end of our show. Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
And have a good weekend, even though there's still technically one more day.
Oh my God, it's Thursday.
What year is it?
Like, for real.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.